Hi, this reading is gonna be on what are your gifts and talents. So this is gonna be part one. Part two. Part three. Part four. Sorry if you hear that. Part five. And part six. Hello to those that chose part one. I would like to apologize ahead of time for you hearing the AC or any like sounds that are weird because I can't control it. With these two cards, I'm getting that you have yet to master like the art of meditation, and if you think you have, and even if you experience sensations and all this stuff, like you don't realize that you are meant to unlock so much more in depth like sensations and feelings and stuff and just messages that come towards meditation than what you think. I feel like you do in a way meditate though, because there's a reason why this card came out. Either for you it is very easy for you to snap into meditation or like to zone out. You know how whenever you zone out, okay, well some people they can just literally just meditate like that just by zoning out. They don't even, you get me, just they can easily calm themselves down and ground themselves and put themselves in that zone. And I feel like that you're that type of person. If you aren't that type of person, I'm just letting you know that you are blocking yourself from so much potential, because you will get so much out of meditation and it'll make your life so much more better, like in reality. Like I feel like you'll start getting messages and stuff and it'll actually start benefiting your life, even like your finances. I'm really getting finances too if you don't. And if you do meditate and if like you don't get messages and stuff, I feel like you have a lot more to learn about it, you know? So there is like a lot of potential there for you. Okay, I know I feel like I'm going off on a rant, but I feel like I'm meant to say this. You know, for me personally, whenever I meditate, sometimes it's scary because you'll be hearing stuff sometimes, or you'll be seeing stuff sometimes, and it's like you're not used to that, you know? And I feel like you are just meant to unlock so much more spiritually, and you're meant to have access to stuff through meditation, and that's your way of getting access to stuff. Some people can get access to stuff through doing spell work, you know, it's from praying, I don't know, all this stuff. But for you, you can access this through meditation. I'm just letting you know. I'm not saying that praying is, you know, or doing all that is unnecessary, but I'm just saying your most powerful manifesting, sorry, I can't talk. Most powerful manifesting technique will be meditation. Obviously, I don't know who you are. I don't know if you're artistic or not, but like meditation could simply be like you painting and you losing yourself in the painting, you making music, you losing yourself in the music, photography, and you like losing yourself in like the beauty and everything. And it's just losing yourself in something, but in a good way. You're letting him loose. I feel like these two are like physically describing you in a way. So with getting, this is the King of Swords, by the way. Even though it's the king, I'm getting like a slowness to it. So I don't know if you're like overweight. I'm really getting that, or you have a build, or you're horrible in athletics or something. Your reaction time slow. Your vertical isn't that great. Like just, I feel like physically you're sturdy, so that you could be like bulky. Okay, I'm getting like more of like, if you are athletic, I'm getting more of like a bodybuilder, big muscles, than like a slim marathon runner. You get me? Yeah, even though this is like an air card, I'm more of getting, especially with the Tower card, and this is Five Pentacles, and three Pentacles, like all over here. these are all earth cards. And these are also pentacle cards. Like, I'm telling you, like, I'm getting very much and like an earth vibe to you. And I feel like I need to reiterate this because for some of you, you might connect with fire or something, or connect with water, but in reality, the type of element that you'll probably strive in is like the earth element. That's for some of you who are like confused, you know. I don't know, because I'm even confused about that too. Yeah, and another reason I feel like I was needed to mention that is because you need to know your limitations. I feel like you're definitely not the route to maybe a pro wrestler, like a bodybuilder, yeah, but a volleyball player or a tennis player, I don't know. I don't think that those kind of avenues are for you. And if it's not that, like a job that is physically taxing, so it could be to a field worker to constantly traveling. I'm really getting constantly traveling too. I feel like that kind of job would not suit you. And I feel like you need to know your limitations. I feel like if you were to objectively analyze yourself and your weaknesses, how tired you get while doing this, not tired you get doing this constantly for some reason, then like I feel like that's how you will know how to limit down like what kind of jobs are meant for me, what kind of exercises are meant for me. So yeah, I know that so far it feels like I'm rambling, but I swear this is like I'm trying to hone into your talents, because I feel like I'm meant to say what you need to focus on because you're not focusing on those things. So whatever I'm saying, like you will refine your talents like that. You get me? I'm not meant to tell you like, oh, you're meant to be psychic. You're meant to be this for sure. Like that, these are the only three, you know, like you're such a unique person, and I don't know you, but I'm just trying to tap into your energy, and I'm just trying to let you know according to your situation how to refine your talents and you know where to be. Okay, sorry. With all this in mind, with me talking about refinement, with the type of energy I'm especially getting from these two cards, and I guess you can add on to the Tower card because look, it has like a bunch of like coins on it. I'm getting for you, you don't know, like you don't, you're too scared to be committed to something like a life pursuit. And I'm getting this is more of in like the business sense or like job finances. Like I feel like you're scared to commit to a job. Yeah, you're constantly looking for opportunities and what's better than this job that I'm working. Okay, I'll quit in like 3 weeks and work at the next job. Okay, I think that there's something better than the next. Like I feel like that's the type of person you are or that you would be. Like if you're like a little teenager right now. Yeah, so with the 5 and the 3, was getting like a hesitancy, like me as the reader, reading like based off of your energy, I wasn't trusting anyone with the pentacles. Like this old man, like I was like he was gonna drop it, like just put it down, okay, it's all good, like I'll do it. Over here it's like, okay, like you can build the nest, but like honestly I only trust myself with the coins. And like what I'm getting is like I feel like you don't use your resources enough. You prefer to find a job and apply for a job on your own and get in with your own skills, which you know, to each their own, but I'm just saying that I'm pointing out your limitations. You have talents that can probably be exacerbated in finances as well, since I'm saying this, because I feel like you need to trust people, you need to work with people more. Maybe you're choosing more solo jobs and stuff. Maybe you should start rethinking that. And over here with the Tower card, what I'm getting is like over here there was like a distrusting of others with your coins and you wanting to keep them to yourself. But over here with the Tower card, once you start opening up to working with people or accepting help from people, it's really that accepting help from people. I think you'll realize that you'll specifically getting different streams of revenue. You could get different businesses, honestly, especially if you're going through the business route. You should definitely try collaborating with other people. So yeah, like you aren't building up this tower, like the Tower card, whatever. I know it's a bad connotation, but you need to build up the tower and you're not. And this is supposed to be your goal. You can't have control over everything, and that's all good, you know? But yeah, I don't want you to get discouraged with what I'm telling you. Like, I know I'm just telling you your limitations and you should be limiting yourself or what you should be specifically focusing on. But since this is coming up in a gifts and talents reading, I feel like you probably have a lot of talents that you aren't exercising properly because you're not putting yourself in those avenues. So I'm really happy to, relay this message to you. So let me get on over here. Okay, with these three, your talent is your discernment, and I actually feel like you're smart. You're really smart, critical thinking wise. I'm just letting you know you have the potential. If you're not thinking about business, I'm just letting you know. Okay, you can launch a business. You're very things come to you like this, and you know what opportunities you can discern someone else's energy, and you can it is true, like if it is bad energy like that you're getting from them, they probably don't mean good to you. But I feel like, especially because this is in the middle, you're relying on this discernment so much that I feel like even with the people who pass like the test of like you discerning them and they do have like good intentions, you just end up wanting to like take control, like from over here is what I'm getting. So you should have trust in the people you believe are good for you and that are good in your life. You should have, if you're launching a business, right, you should trust your coworkers. Like, you shouldn't have to stay up for 10 hours analyzing like a week of footage to see if one of your coworkers stole something, if they were on their phone or something. Like, you need to like calm down. Like, I'm just getting this more of like taking a toll on you. And if it doesn't have to do with business, it's more of like you not trusting people. I'm just really getting that. It's very hard for you decide to trust the people and talk to the people, interact with the people only who truly have like good hearts. I feel like what I'm meant to tell you, especially with these two cards coming out with you needing to analyze your limitations and stuff, is that there's nothing wrong with interacting with someone. Hey, you know what? They aren't a great person, but they aren't a bad person. They're just like in the middle. There's nothing wrong with you like taking advantage of them, as in like, hey, can you help me do this assignment? I'll also help you do this assignment. It's like you only trust people who are just good of heart, and I feel like that's limiting you. So you should probably like take a step back and like thinking about that. It's like different scenarios like that, so it doesn't have to be limited to these scenarios, but it's about you discerning and not opening up to opportunities. Like you don't realize that these are opportunities that you're closing down to. I'm supposed to tell you about your gifts, right? So with this all in mind, and especially with the Ace of Wands, I'm getting that in this life, you're a manifester, okay? But you're like a unique one, like you manifest stuff through meditation. Like, I'm not even getting like you writing down anything. You don't even need to write it. You just need to meditate. You just need to connect with whoever you think is going to help you make that come true. And it is going to come true in reality. And specifically getting like you're meant to be like the breadwinner of your family, or like either that or you're meant to. I'm saying you're meant to, like, as in, like, you have a choice in it. I feel like eventually your life is going to lead up to the point where you're going to be giving a lot. You're going to be very giving, and you're going to learn to handle all this stuff that I was talking about. You're going to be very giving to either, like, you're going to have a huge family and you're going to be giving to them, or you're going to be giving back to like the community and stuff, or it could even be both. It's whatever's you feel is right for you in the future. And I feel like you don't even, I don't picture you knowing this. If you do have an idea of like, if you've always felt this feeling of, I feel like I am meant to make a lot of money and I am meant to provide a lot to multiple people, then this is just confirming that, honestly, because you truly are meant for that. Especially, you know how I was talking about you being like this earth energy, like an earth sign. Definitely you have the stamina to freaking like last and endure hard times, so that way you can see the benefit out of it. And I feel like that's also why I mentioned that you would probably be a great business owner. But yeah, I'm just seeing that your life in total, like the way it's gonna span out. I know this is about gifts and talents, but I feel like this is a gift, knowing this. Oh yeah, and I keep on getting this like hairstyles, a hairstylist or something in like the cosmetic industry. Like definitely, if you're thinking about that, I'm just letting you know that that is meant to be like your passion. When you meditate, I feel like, no offense if you wanted to like go on the psychic journey or something, but you're not like, in this lifetime at least, you're not meant to be like a psychic, okay? Or like supernatural, like being able to contact them. I feel like that's not really you. The most supernatural contact that you can have is through meditation. You won't be able to like see the dead or something. You're not like endowed with that gift in this life. But what I'm seeing is that through the meditation, especially because this is linked over here, just because of the person you are and the way you are, I don't know how to describe it, but you feel so reliable, okay? And I feel this, and I feel like I'm feeling the way that other spirits see you. So when you meditate and stuff, I'm getting from the dark and light and want to provide assistance to you and want to help you. So like high vibrational beings and like low vibrational beings want to provide help for you. So, and the thing is that the good thing is that you have this discernment to see, okay, is this opportunity right for me to take this opportunity for this low vibrational being? What's the cost of it? What's the benefits from it? Same thing with a high vibrational being, you get me? It's gonna take time, but you're gonna know who you're interacting with, you get me? You're gonna see through like, oh wow, you're not gonna be like the type of person that's gonna be like, oh wow, I am speaking to my grandma, like I am, like she's saying this and this. You're gonna be like, well, I don't know, why didn't you answer these questions? I honestly, I just feel like other spirits like that about you, even like low vibrational beings like that about you. And I think that's what it feels very intriguing to work with you. I'm also getting a gift. If I'm being real, I'm getting this in the future. So I'm getting like your gifts coming in the future, not now. I mean, I'm sure you have gifts, but I'm not tuning into them. You know, you feel me, for the collective. I'm tuning them into them like in the future, like when you're a grown adult, or if you are a grown adult, it's like maybe once you start focusing on this, like you'll just easily get this. But I'm really getting that if you have a pet, that you're gonna start getting like a psychic link with them. You know those like movies where like animals can talk? Like I'm kind of getting that, like low key. I'm getting that, or like maybe you'll have a dream where like your animal can talk and like that's genuinely your animal talking to you. Like I'm not even joking. Oh gosh, it's really sad, but oh whatever, I'm gonna say it. If it does happen to you, if you do experience this in your life, if your wife has a miscarriage or if you have a miscarriage, that child's gonna be with you, and I feel like you're gonna be the only one that can sense that in your family. Yeah, so I guess with this in mind, you probably have the ability, like, if someone passes away in your family, you're very heightened, you're hyper aware of their presence compared to like the average person. Y'all, honestly, this is really cute reading. If you are unsure about life, which I can see how you could be unsure about life, I'm just letting you know that you are gonna have a great family. You're gonna have a great supportive system. Even if you don't have any kids, it's like something about filling family. So you could find like a bunch of friends and you all don't have any family. You end up creating your own family. Like it could just simply be that you could adopt a bunch of kids. Like just getting a big happy family, and you being the glue to it. You know, everyone else is the glue. You know, but especially with you being like the breadwinner, you calling the shots. I'm so sorry if you're unsatisfied with this reading, because I did not go into depth with your talents and your gifts too much, but I guess if you were expecting like the spiritual gifts, spiritual talents, I wasn't getting much. But over here with the meditate, like you have so much access to spiritual talents and gifts only whenever you're in like meditation mode. You get me? Like you can probably improve them when you're meditating, but you can never experience them like right now as I'm sitting here and like sometimes I hear stuff in next to me or something. You probably can't experience that unless someone has passed away. Please like, dislike, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys have a great day and night. Bye. Hello to those who chose Pal 2. And of course, every single time I start this, someone's blasting music in the back. Sorry if you can hear that. Yeah, what I'm getting is that you have a really pretty name, okay? It's like supple. Like, what? That's all here? I don't know what your name is, but I'm getting like, oh, it's so beautiful and cursive. I feel like that's probably what other people think whenever they hear your name. They probably think like, oh, that's unique, or like, oh, that's a really pretty name. And you probably get that. And you're probably like, oh, whatever, it's because of this and this. But they actually mean it. I haven't even read 2 sentences in here in this bliss card, and what I'm getting is the way you hold yourself and present yourself. Like, I guess you can say like that's like a gift. So you have this gift where you are just beautiful. Honestly, you're beautiful. If you think you're not, honestly, like, you're lost. Because like, I feel like everyone can see that you're beautiful. Like, you are gorgeous. You are beautiful. Like, and if you feel like you're physically like unattractive, like you genuinely are, I'm just letting you know what they say, like, you gotta let the personality make up for it. And you have just like the inside of you, it's either, no offense, but I'm getting it's either people notice that the inside of you is so beautiful, or it's the outside of you that's so beautiful and just magnetizing. I'm just getting magnetizing. People are just magnetically attracted to your laugh, your personality, your voice. And if it's not that, then it's your physical looks. Like, you are just the way that fat like sticks to you, the way that your body shape is, like, it's so I'm sorry, I had to say that. So yeah, I guess you can say that's a gift. You have the gift of getting people's attention. You feel like you can very much persuade people. Let's just say that you're even if you're a very awkward person, I feel like it doesn't even matter. People think that that's cute. any flaw of you is cute. You know how I feel like, especially if you've seen the rest of my videos, I'm very bad at talking. It's so bad. Even if your language and grammar is like as bad as mine, if you were to say like this in front of like a group of people, like even like a microphone or something, and like you were kind of being like awkward, or like you're stuttering, it's like, hey, I'm letting you know this is a gift of yours. Like, you can just be yourself and people will just love it. People will love you. People are always going to be magnetically attracted to you. I'm just letting you know, like, I feel like really emphasizing this because I was getting like, you can say anything and people will be drawn to it. Now, if it's truly nonsense, then, don't expect them to believe that. As long as you try your best, I feel like you can get any opportunity, as long as it's an in-person opportunity. I feel like you probably do best in job interviews, rather than like just a job application and them choosing like that. People automatically assume, a gift of yours is people just automatically assume that you're always right or you're always correct. And I feel like it's specifically because of your face. Even if you think you're ugly, like, it's like you look like a very inviting person. Like, you look like a very trustful person. And I feel like automatically people assume that you give good advice. Even if you just give like the most generic advice, it's like you could have just looked this up like on Google, but people, it hits differently with you. I'm getting that this is a gift because I feel like in reality you're just like a normal person. You get me? Like, you feel like you're not a genius, which, no offense, but like I feel like you aren't a genius. Like you truly are an average person, but you are blessed with this gift of people being attracted to you. With that in mind, I feel like, okay, you know how in astrology people talk about like the ascendant, and that's like how you come across to like people, like physically. There's got to be something there. Like, I don't know, I don't really know astrology though like that, but with that being said, the way that you come off is like you're so positive and you radiate beauty and positivity. That's really it. And it's like, who cannot love you? You get me? And if you have haters, I'm just letting you know, you can tell that, you can say like to two of your coworkers, like, oh yeah, this person, like, I know that she ate my lunch. Even if like you're lying, they'll believe you, and they'll off on that person for you. Right now, as you are watching this reading, even if you think you are not spiritually in tune, I am just letting you know that you have either it's God, whatever you believe in. So God, oh yeah, the Virgin Mary, it could be Santa Muerte, it could be whatever deity, if you believe in deities. You have one, you definitely have one that's for sure watching over you. I feel like you gotta know this, because I feel like you are actively giving to this God is the deity, whatever, to your God, and you definitely are your bond is like this, like it's like you are forever going to be able to rely on whoever this is to you. A gift of yours also is that, I guess this goes along with what I'm saying over here, you can get away with stuff. For sure, in like reality, you can get away with stuff because you're adorable. But I feel like spiritually too, they can like ease up on you. It's just the way you carry yourself. Like it's because of that. They feel bad. I don't even see, with this in mind, I don't even like the way the images are coming up. I don't see how even low vibrational beings would even want to hurt you. You know how whenever people get off on pain, like they like to slap someone and then like, I don't know, they just sexually aroused or something. A low vibrational being were to do that to you, like it wouldn't be satisfying for them. I don't know, it's like punching a teddy bear. Like that's, why would you want? With that being said, I'm not saying that you don't have any, never ever going to experience a possession or anything. Like obviously if you trigger those stuff and if you call those stuff in, it's probably likely going to happen. But for the most part, I don't see that you're going to have troubles with the spiritual being attacked and stuff by other spirits. I'm specifically getting other spirits over here, like other beings. But if it's another person that wants to attack you, that's on them. You know, that could be jealousy, whatever it is. Something about like lights messing up around you, or electricity or electronics messing up around you, or candles like turning off around you. I feel like this might confuse you because you don't know if it's a sign or not. And to be honest, I'm not getting an answer. I'm just getting that you have you or like you bring this about you, like electronic problems, Wi-Fi problems, or like GPS device problems, or candle light problems, and you don't know what to make of it or not. And I think the answer to this with these two cards is that it's not you. Yeah, it is actually like paranormal activity. Like I think that, as in, if you're questioning this, like, is this like a talent of mine, like as in you have the power to like control electricity or something? But I don't think it's that. I think it's actually paranormal stuff. And I feel like this happens because they like to mess with you. Whatever spirits you have, I can't see if they're bad or not, honestly, because they're being represented by these vases, and I'm just personally not getting anything from them, any kind of vibration. It's just once in a while they're messing with you. If you thought that like you're meant to be a psychic, or obviously you trust your intuition on that, definitely, if you think you are, but I'm getting like this pile isn't on that life path. You get me? You are meant to freaking prophesize or really experience like spirituality. You're more meant to enjoy gifts that are bestowed upon you and what you've created yourself with in this reality. You get me? On earth, at least for now. I don't think that you're ever really going to ever see spirits or hear spirits, like level up spiritually. Like I don't see that in your future cards. You get me? And there's nothing wrong with that. I feel like you're already a blessed person. So down here you got the 2 and 3 swords in together, and you got the high priestess in reverse, which I know that if you objectively look at the meanings of them, that is not good, but let's see what I get for them. If you haven't already, I think this is advice. The advice is to start, if you haven't gotten into modeling, it's that, like, or start posting yourself on social media. If you are posting yourself on social media, it's like being more creative with your I'm gonna get a creative outlet. Like, you don't have one, or you don't have one that you can very much profit in, or something that will give you profit. Because like maybe like a social media influencer, I feel like you haven't thought about that. If you are doing that, I feel like you're not standing out because you're dressing like basic, or like you're doing your makeup like basic. And I feel like you'd be surprised. Oh, I'm so sorry. I feel like you'd be surprised if you challenge yourself to try to venture out into like different unique things, that you'd actually be pretty good at it. So I think, you know what, the message I'm getting is that right now you're young. You look beautiful, you're gorgeous, and you need to, you're not doing something right, like business wise. Like, you need to realize that your physical beauty is going to change over time. You feel it might not target the same audience. Like, something that you're doing right now financially is like, it could be unreliable, or the way you're handling it is unreliable, or you can make a lot more profit off of doing something more creative. Because even though it's a 2 and 3 swords, I was just getting like perfectionism and happiness. But with this in reverse, I was getting the flame burning out, and there being so much wind, and she could barely stand. The high priestess could barely stand. And with that in mind, I think it's just, you should probably reconsider what you think should be your life goals or your life jobs, because they need to be long term. I don't know, or start planning. Just definitely start planning for the future. Because with this power, I can definitely see you living in the moment and stuff. I'm sorry if you're sad that you don't really have them. I didn't really see psychic abilities, honestly, or anything like that, but you have something that I'm sure a lot of women or men would want. So yeah, please like, dislike, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys have a great day or night. Bye. Hello to the people who chose pile 3. So what are your gifts and talents? Yeah, so for the connection card, I'm getting you very like expensive person. Think outside of the box. You definitely believe in multiple realities for sure. Multiple dimensions. You know, it's like Rick from Rick and Morty. I'm getting what I'm gonna say, but for this particular pile, the other two did not necessarily have spiritual, were spiritually endowed with, gifts necessarily. Your challenge in this lifetime is going to be to accept the fact that you have spiritual gifts. Even now, you probably don't want to admit to like your family that you can, whatever your spiritual gift is, or you let alone admit to yourself. You get me? I'm gonna give an example. So let's say you do want to tap into spirituality and sometimes see things, like you just genuinely, like once you start dozing off, like you see stuff like vividly, like on the wall, and there's a bunch of imagery, and you're like, okay, well, I mean, I do want to be spiritual, but let's just try meditating and hearing things. Let's just not focus on the imagery. It's like, it scares you. It's very intimidating for you, and honestly, I can feel you on that. Another way this can come off is you doing tarot, and like you don't want like your family to know, or like you don't want the public to know. Definitely, you don't You only want a certain amount of people knowing that you're a psychic, that you can do spiritual stuff. And this is, I'm letting you know, this is more than manifesting. Like, this is more than you doing spell work. Like, I feel like with the right intention and with the right angel or the right deity or whatever, you can do spell work, like anyone can. But I feel like there's only a certain people that you can only rely only on yourself. You know, you have to be spiritually endowed. I feel like that's like how it is. And I feel like you're one of those people. And you're probably going to be denying it all your life, or you're going to spend all your life trying to hide it. Or at least that's what you're doing right now. This pile is very smart. Very smart. I'm getting like school smart, really. I can see you going and getting your PhD, like, and if you're not smart in school, I feel like it's just because you're bored. Or I could definitely, yeah, definitely like a genius. I'm telling you, like, if it's like Rick from Rick and Morty, you know, except you probably don't cuss as much as him, but I'm telling you, you are definitely some type of psychic. I don't know which one you are. You have like a rhythm about you. So it could be like you have steps for like a ritual. I'm getting kind of, if someone has OCD or like an OCD personality, I forgot which one it is. I think it's OCD. Yeah, never mind. It's an actual like OCD. They have to like every single time they enter the room, they have to flick off and on the lights 10 times. There was one scene in like a zombie movie where this man was trying to help other mental patients escape the building because it was overdone. It was overthrown with zombies, and the only guy who knew how to control everything, he had OCD, so he had to, or whatever. They almost died, but luckily they didn't. But with you, I'm getting kind of like that. You have a rhythm, you have a pattern, and then you do it, and then bam, it comes true, or bam, you have access to it, like for sure, 100%. All the time. And if you don't have this down, I'm just letting you know that you need to create your own unique rhythm that works with you, like a specific rhythm and a routine, and then bam, it is gonna come. But it'll come naturally to you, okay? You are a part of, in your family, there's 2 other people who are alive in your lineage that have the same ability as you, and I feel like you're this vase. So I feel like there's one that's older than you, and there's probably one of your brothers or sisters, one of your cousins, like someone that's like similar to you, someone that's not too older than you. But there's one for sure, like it's probably your mom or your dad, and you definitely know who the older one is. So the mom and dad could be grandma, or it could be a grandpa, or you could have a very good idea of who it could be, but I could definitely see you not knowing who the other one is. But with that being said, you know how over here I was saying how probably for a lot of your life you're going to spend trying to hide your abilities. I feel like you probably live in a family where it's not accepted. Like brujeria, like spell work, all this stuff is seen as like disgusting or something. It's like if only, you know, because if you 3 were to come together and we're trying to do spell work or like try to meditate, even just meditating all together, like you guys don't even know how much abundance can be attracted to you, spiritual, but like spiritual elevation. You guys could even experience a prophecy together. Like I'm telling you, so much. You guys could be such a powerful trio, but in a way, it's like watching a beautiful, bright, genius kid in a classroom in like a ghetto school, and they eventually like, you know, become like in and out of jail, dropping out of school. It's just like so much potential, but I know that it's not going to go anywhere. Nothing can be done about it. I feel like that's how like spiritually, how like the spirits see it if they were to analyze the situation. And I feel like even if you 3 are all together, like for sure, like good luck always happens. Just good things always happen. With these 3 cards, this is the King of Water, by the way, and this is the Temperance card. There definitely could be a water sign. I'm especially getting like a Libra, this random, a Capricorn. I don't know, something about snake, but you feel lost. It's not so much in the lost, like you're trying to find your identity. Like I feel like you're lost. Like you know you're unique. You know you're such a great, special person. You know you can attract abundance to you. You know you can manifest anything you want. You know you're a powerful being yourself. I feel like you just need to rely on yourself, really. You don't require any help from like deities or like you realize this potential in yourself, but I feel like once again, with you denying your spiritual gifts, it's more of like, you know, you need to use them to give service to others, and I feel like you're gonna deny that for the rest of your life or something like that, especially with the way you're going. Like you're only gonna use it for yourself, and I feel like you can manifest like billions of dollars. Like I'm telling you, you can manifest such abundance in your life, and I feel like I understand where you're coming from, to the point where it's like, I don't need all that. Like I don't, honestly, I just want to give to others. I want to have others experience, and I want to help others with this ability. I don't want to use it on myself. Sometimes I use it on myself because I'm just bored. Or I want to test it out to see how powerful I am, and I end up being that powerful. You can make a business out of it. You're definitely not going to, but it's like, that's what you need to do, but you're not going to do that. Let me move these more up, because there's like another card here that I hope you guys can see. Okay, so it's this card. It's the 10 of Wands. This isn't a gift or a talent. Like, this is like your personality. Like, you're always going to be like a little kid on the inside. No matter how old you get. I feel like you're kind of like a trailblazer. So if you were to want to start a business with your family, you are definitely the one that's going to be calling the shots. Like, you're definitely going to be the one that's putting it together, all this stuff. In your job, same thing. The leader, you know what will be beneficial and will bring the most abundance, and everyone has to follow you, because it is true. Like, you're just right. You're correct. And I feel like I need to tell you this. I know this is about gifts and talents. Something that's definitely not a gift in your personality. This is all like your personality for sure. Is that you trust people too easily, or you want to give yourself to people too easily. And I feel like you have a lot of lessons to learn in this life about that. Yeah, you still have a lot of lessons to learn. Something about relationships and just interpersonal connections. You have a hard time setting boundaries. It's coming out for a reason. So these cards are sideways, and this is the 4 of Swords. You being influenced by like an outside figure. I don't know, but I feel like you're gonna summon something. I think you're gonna learn how to summon. I'm not gonna. I don't feel good. You're gonna learn how to summon. I don't even want to say it out loud. I don't even feel like saying it out loud. I think you're gonna bring a lot of pain to people, or I'm getting this is you. I don't know if you're gonna be in a lot of pain or something, or if right now you're in a lot of pain over someone that's done you wrong, or someone who has killed someone else, or I think you're gonna start taking advantage of this ability that you have to summon bad creatures onto whoever you want. No, but I can see you like taking advantage of this. No. Okay, either this or someone is going to try to emulate you. So if you tell one of your sisters that you have this ability, they're going to try to emulate you, and it's going to go all wrong, whatever their spell work is. And I feel like they're going to constantly do it though. I don't know, it's something bad, it's either you or it's someone that you let someone know about your abilities. Oh, but I was getting that it was you though, like you taking advantage of your ability. It's not good. And I think that over here with boundaries and interpersonal relationships, with what I was getting with this card, especially with it being sideways too, along with these cards, is something that you're meant to learn. You setting boundaries with yourself too, with you not hurting people, but I don't know. I don't know, it's a mess. Or if this is not you and this is someone else, I can picture you freaking out. Like this wasn't meant to happen. Like this was supposed to happen, but it did. And it's like a mess, and now you have to fix it. It's only you can fix it because you can't rely on anyone else. Okay, I'm gonna stop reading this. Well, I don't know what this is, but good luck, because this is your future. Okay? Oh, God. Please be careful, please. This is for the collective, okay? And this may not resonate with everybody, but this was the future of all the collective that I've read. So please take this. Please don't just click on like 10 other ones and forget about this one. Please like this, like, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys have a great day or night. Bye. Hello to those who chose pile 4. I think that you have a strong family lineage, very potent. Like your parents probably were very traditional and taught you about their culture. You guys probably celebrated the cultures, I mean, the special days, you know, of the cultures throughout the year. Did the same traditions. It's weird because this isn't you, or these two definitely aren't you. I'm getting like it's your mom and your dad. It's just weird it's coming out in a reading like this. I'm just seeing two different people with very different approaches and very different like energies. Like on the mother side, I'm feeling like I'm just hearing the sound of glitter, you know, and I feel all like, I don't know, I feel like my hands are clean. And on the left, I'm hearing this rock song. Wait, what's it called? I don't know, but it's by Aerosmith. But it's like, it's pretty chill, but it's definitely different from this side over here. And it feels like the father side is more energetic or free flowing, and it's like colorful. Like I don't. That's the best I can describe. I don't know why it's popping up. It'll probably show later on in the reading why this is popping up. Why are your parents only showing up? Okay, so your gifts are your talents. This is coming up in a reading that's called that. And I think that the reason why this is popping up is because I'm sure you realize too, it is such a blessing, like, to be brought into this world by a beautiful family. Like I'm not getting really any like dysfunction. I'm getting like two different energies that can coincide together. So I guess if you whatever like believe in soulmates, then it's that. If you believe in twin flames, it's that. Like whatever you want to, whatever beliefs you want to project onto this, it's that. And it's beautiful. Like the relationship that they had. Man, what is up with me? The last part, like, I feel like crying talking about it. I don't know if they passed away, but I'm getting, this is him and this is her, and they're both watching me. Like over here they're acting out their character and stuff, but over here they are genuinely like, they are looking at me straight, like piercing into me. Anyways, I don't know if I'm repeating myself, but I think that this is a gift, and I know it can often be overlooked by people who are raised by, to be raised in such good circumstances, because you don't have to go through, you know, the dread of going home every single day to a dysfunctional family, worrying if you're going to be molested or slapped or yelled at when you get home. if you're going to see your parents go through that. You know, it's very unpredictable, and it's a gift that that you need to be made aware of. That you should be grateful for this type of connection that your parents had, and that you were raised in such a blessed connection. So I don't know if this is coming out because like you're mad at them right now, if you've never really liked them, because if I'm being real, I'm not getting anything dysfunctional and anything of a bad childhood that you went through, because your parents also seem like feisty people, like protective of their children, you know? It's like they're the same people but different people. Whatever. Let me get on to it, because it's supposed to be about you. I think this came up because you know how whenever people are like, it's essentially like a family curse if your mother's being abused, right? And you watch that and you're like, oh, I'm never going to experience that, but you end up just like that. And then your daughter ends up like that, and like your sons end up doing what their father did. You get me? I need to emphasize this to you because I don't think that you realize that this is a blessing and a gift, but the fact that you know what it's like to experience love correctly, to know what it's like to be hugged, and I don't know why I feel like crying, to be hugged, told goodnight, told I love you every single day, never going hungry, experiencing a bond with your parents that every single child should have is a blessing in itself, because you'd be surprised how many people don't experience what you have. And I think this is coming out as your gifts, because I feel like your bloodline, like your whole family line, including you, are blessed with such balance in the home life. You can trust that you or whatever your offspring is not going to get into a dysfunctional relationship or dysfunctional family. You know what it takes to express that love and show the love that a child needs and what they want and what they deserve. You know how to give it to them in a balance. Oh, that is so beautiful. So in a way, I think this is a gift because you are meant to have a family, you know? And I'm getting kids, I'm gonna getting kids, okay? I don't know if you don't like kids, but I'm just letting it know, like, maybe down the line you're gonna end up like adopting a child. I'm not even getting like a pet as a child. Yeah, you're meant to have a family, and you're gonna have a great one, okay? And it truly is a blessing. I think this is why this had to come out, because I can see how you came to this reading to see what kind of psychic gifts you had and stuff, and it's like, this may seem like a simple gift that you have or simple blessing because of your ancestry line, but you need to realize the importance of your abilities and your gifts that have been gifted to you or granted to you, or that you have on your own. You get me? And this in this case was inherited. And you know, I can picture you, because when I was reading it, when I was channeling the message over here about actually knowing what it feels like to be loved and stuff and all this stuff, I think I felt like crying, because that's how you feel towards like other kids who just like, they don't deserve it, you know? Like they don't deserve to go through such hardships just because their parents have issues. You get me? I could picture you, you know, like helping out troubled teens, you get me, or troubled kids. Yo, this is such a specific message. I'm gonna see if anything else comes out from these two cards, but what I'm getting is that you're actually a mother, or you're a father and you're a single parent. Or if you're not a parent, it's like you're watching over a child and you're like basically having to raise them. And it's like, am I even doing this right? Because I could it feels like a lot of work, and if they slip up about this, like, does that mean I'm bad, or does that mean that they're learning? Am I doing something bad? Am I doing enough? Like, I'm getting that from you, so you don't have to worry, okay? You're doing just right. You're doing good. With this particular pile, any spiritual talents or abilities, first off, I feel like you don't even have time for that. You're too focused on the reality, like you're too busy. If you're not like preoccupied and stuff like that, out of all the piles, I feel like you're just not meant to tap into those type of abilities, which is okay. I think I can't even picture you being able to like do spell work. Are you doing different types of things to try to manifest? Like, I feel like you're definitely not a manifester. I don't know about a healer, but you're definitely not a manifester because you aren't like spiritually like competent. I feel like this is why from a young age, like you were blessed, like you were blessed by your ancestors in the real world to just, you don't have to worry about being homeless, never having a family, and never being enough. And you know this too. So I think that in this life, you're just meant to have a comfortable life because your ancestors are so blessed and stuff, and you are blessed too. And there's nothing wrong not being able to have the capacity to spiritually like evolve. You know, everyone has their own limit. Everyone's going through their different journeys. You feel maybe in the next lifetime you'll be able to be gifted with the ability to greater evolve spiritually. But I'm just saying this just in case you're getting offended, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. You can, especially because you're so well endowed by your ancestors and you're very blessed, and I feel like you're meant to have a comfortable life. Through meditation, and anyone can talk to their ancestors, man. So through meditation, you can definitely talk to your ancestors. Like they'll definitely help you out. Like that. If you can't manifest things on your own, you can use other tools like that. I feel like if anything, to go off with the little segue I was, with going with these two cards, I'm getting that you are meant to like be a teacher in this life. Whether you're teaching your kids, whether you do actually become a teacher, whether you're guiding other adults, even it doesn't even have to be children. You're meant to guide people to realizing their potentials and their possibilities. I keep on seeing 2 and 2. So I don't know if you got 2 kids or something. And then look, like 2 red ribbons, like the 2 red birds over here, and then it's one with the blue ribbon, and she's wearing a blue skirt, so like that's supposed to be her. Or maybe you're gonna have 2 kids. I say a simple life, and I don't want that to sound boring, even if you are like an eclectic person, you have a very offbeat personality and stuff. What I've said, you can still be like that for the rest of your life and still satisfy like your need for adventure and all this stuff. But I feel like you're not gonna have a hard time doing this, honestly, like incorporating your kids or kids in general with having fun. Like I feel like you're very good at connecting with that. And especially with what I'm getting with these 2 cards, if you have kids, oh my god. Like I am just, oh sorry, I guess it's me. I'm just letting you know, you're not even gonna see it coming. Like they are going to be successful. They are I'm getting like monetary wise. Like you will live lavishly. You won't have to worry about food on the table or something, like especially if you have kids, because I can see them hustling, like being little hustlers and taking all these new avenues and pursuits in such a collective way. Like they get along. Like I could picture them two like starting a business together. They have so much potential, especially once they get older, and they're going to definitely bless you, and they're always going to come back to you and whoever your spouse is, if you want a spouse. They're always going to for sure come back to you and constantly bring you blessings, because that's what you deserve, because you've set them up for success by giving them such a great foundation. And if you're not gonna have kids, let's say, I could picture this being like your students or something. So your students, whether they're adults or kids, like the things you teach and the way you set them up, it's like, it's unforgettable. You're such an unforgettable person in their life. And it's like, even if they don't give you blessings, they will for sure carry on your teachings to their kids or to their friend, their other people, to their class, because they're going to be professors. Like, you're going to have such a huge impact. Wow, this is pretty powerful. Okay, please like, dislike, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys have a great day or night. Bye. Hello to those who chose pile 5. Let's get started. By the way, I like in 3 of the piles, honestly, there wasn't really that much spiritual gifts like that they weren't really meant to access, so I'm just warning you that if you want to hear me tell you that you have spiritual gifts and like lie to you like that, I'm not about to do that, okay? Because I feel like I'm gonna upset a lot of people and they're gonna give me a lot of thumbs down because like their gifts and talents weren't like so great. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, well, even though I gave that preface, if you didn't click off, yeah, so for sure 100%, okay, either you're meant to, like, right now as we're speaking, like, you are a musical artist, or you're trying to make it whatever in the music industry, or you're clairaudient. That's like the only one I know. I don't know what clairsentient is, but I know that that's a word. But you're clairaudient for sure, and this should be your natural ability. So by the way, if you don't experience that, and if you're like, well, I can see things, but what do you mean hear things? Like, I don't hear anything. There's like something off with like your energies or something, like in your body, like whatever the points are in your body. Like there's something off. There's something about cloaking yourself. Okay, so I guess an ability you have, like, this is your own ability. No one gifted this to you. You can literally just hide your presence to any spiritual being, or a lot of spiritual beings, at least. Actually, I'm getting that you actually have a lot of abilities, what's called natural talents, and so, like, you have a lot of that, like, spiritually, but it's like little ones, like what I just mentioned. Like, you can hear things, you can cloak yourself. I think that you're the type of person too where you can walk into a home, and those people that walk into a home, they're like, oh, I don't feel so good, like something feels off, or oh, okay, I'm getting like you're probably psychic or something, like you, or a medium, like I'm like sensing what is wrong with the home, like its history and stuff. Not just the home, but like, let's say you visited Easter Island, and they have those little tall totems, they have a black face, and in that little museum movie he would always say gum or something. Okay, anyways, you guys probably know what I'm talking about. If you were to see like an ancient artifact in front of your face, like, you would know the history, like you can see the history or something like that. Okay, by the way, I'm saying that these are your abilities, but if you can't do it, you have the potential to tap into this, by the way. So it's a good thing that you're coming to this reading then, because you know what exactly to focus on, or little exercises you can do to yourself to focus on whatever I'm saying, if it resonates, you get me? Okay, please listen, okay? There was this documentary, a movie I watched or something, and it was about this haunted house, and this expert ghost picture person came over, and I was like, oh wow, like they paid a lot of money for that, like why? And it turns out he analyzes the pictures, and he takes a photo. He gets the photo of the ghost. If the ghost face, if it's like a blur, he's able to get like their eyes and their nose or something, and they always come out like odd. Like, some of them, if they're bad spirits, they come out like one eye's over here, the other eye's over here, and their teeth are all like crooked, or like that was one of them. And then he was kind of balding, I don't know, but I just thought it was really strange because people assume that all ghosts have like human faces, you feel? So over here, I was getting from the card, like, you seeing that, whatever I was describing, like those weird faces of like low vibrational beings, like you being able to see that, but not just low vibrational beings, like you're able to see high vibrational beings. So I guess you are a psychic. I guess I really am truly reading for a psychic this time. Ooh, I kind of feel a lot of responsibility now because I gotta relate to you. Yeah, you full on got whole access to the clairaudient, clairvoyant, whatever. You, you can access those. Okay, you can train yourself to be those. Especially the past readings, I've come to realize that not a lot of people are even allowed to do that. You get me to spiritually upgrade like that, but like I'm getting that this is your bar for this is like the limit of your spiritual potential, and you're like over here. You got a long ways to go. This is a really odd message, but after you're done showering, like you need to start doing magic in the shower, and after the shower, like you need to prep yourself to do magic after the shower. That's the best time for you to do like spell work. Is it spell work? No, it's not spell work. To create things. If you're gonna make a voodoo doll, it's best to do it after you're done showering. I don't know why I'm getting that. Or if you're gonna carve something or make art, if you're gonna paint, that's the best time to do it. I don't know what the shower does to you. I don't know what kind of products you're using too. I mean, maybe you are using like putting salt on yourself or something. Like I know that people cleanse themselves like that. You can feel the vibrate, like your whole body. I'm just letting you know, you can feel the vibrations. Like I can feel it right now. The vibrations you're gonna feel them all around your body, and you're gonna be in the flow like so much, and it's gonna help your work a lot. Whatever your manifestations are, whatever type of work for this pile, the possibilities are endless for you. Okay, you can do anything, and I feel like you don't even realize that you don't, which it's okay. You can have access to any ability you want. You can tap into it. You're just born like that, girl or boy. These two are like advice for things that you can do to help train your abilities or something, maybe, or refine them. And this one, I'm getting like, you know how they say that the third eye is in like the middle of your forehead? It's saying to get flowers and like get different beautiful scents of like nature or just beautiful aromas, and to put it towards the third eye and then see what happens. Because something's gonna happen. I don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe you'll start seeing colors. I don't know, but you need to let the third eye smell it. Just look this up, okay? Because I'm just getting that message. I'm starting to feel vibrations again. It's basically saying if you want to improve your abilities, but you don't know where to start, which I can picture you not knowing where to start, just start incorporating it in your everyday life. Like try to incorporate magic, and you don't have to be like Holy Father, Mother, God, whatever. Like you don't gotta say all that every single time. You just got to do everything with intention. So if you're putting on your little fake eyelashes, right, and you need to cut it to make it shorter, these eyelashes represent whatever in my life, all this negativity in my life. And when I cut these eyelashes, it's going to help dissipate my anxiety for the day, something like that. And then after that, you cut it, and then you set the intention, and the intention's already out there, and it comes true. You know, because you already know it's true. That's how manifestation works, by the way, and that's how whole spell works. Like you know it's true before you even perform it, by the way. But yeah, it's little stuff like that where everyday things, try to set your intention and try practicing on setting your intention and seeing what comes out of it. Which technique was better? Was the cutting eyelashes way better than throwing out your garbage and banishing it? Was the energy better like that, cutting it instead of? What is so different about that? How did you feel? Like analyzing it, getting a book, trying to write out your thoughts, something like that. Like just start off with how you feel, okay? Yeah, these two exercises, you can practice them if you want. And if you don't even know what to create, like if you're not even artistic like that, because I feel you want that, then it's just simply get out a piece of paper and see whatever you're gonna draw, like just free draw. Yeah, so wow, I'm really speaking to psychic people. I'm just surprised because like this is the first pile where it's all like full. You guys are kind of scary, like the potential in you. I'm getting the same type of energy over here that I got with the cloaking, with the King of, this is the King of Cups, and this is the Joker of Cups, or whatever, Junior of Cups. And I'm getting this song, this old song. Honestly, I forgot what it's called. And like the disco part, or like the dancing part, comes on whenever I look over here. And over here, like they're fighting. And I think what I'm getting from that is like, I'm still getting like you're like kind of like a little kid in training still, like spiritually. You get me? I feel like even though I'm telling you to start over here, whether you do this or not, I don't know, but I know that for sure you're gonna start wanting to test it out on people to see how dynamics play out. So let's say you set your intention, whatever you do, your little spell work, and you're like, I don't want my siblings to argue all this week. I don't want them to be argumentative all this week. I want them to argue this week. I want them to feel like they're beautiful and confident. You know, like just doing little things on people and testing it out to see if it ends up coming true. You know, that's how you're going to be testing it. Which is smart, you know. But be careful with that, okay? Because there's always karma. Whatever you choose to do from this point on, because I know that no matter what, you are going to start training your abilities on your own, though. I see this on your own. And I'm just letting you know that you're on the right path either way. And I'm also getting you need to practice. Wow, I'm getting so much things about different talents that you can have. You need to practice whenever you're sleeping to be able to control your dreams. Because once you start controlling your dreams, you can, it's kind of like you're wasting your time sleeping. You get me? By dreaming. And in a way, it's nice to dream because you don't even have any control of it. You know, it's just your mind running. And like, you don't get tired. It's saying though that once you reach a certain point, you know, once you feel like you're complete and you don't have learned all that you've learned that you can from yourself and from like personal training, and like, okay, so this spell work always works, this spell work always works, this is the religion that speaks to to me the most, whatever. Like once you have your priorities straight spiritually, you need to start, whenever you go to sleep, you need to continue on learning and improving on your spirituality even whenever you sleep. So that's why you need to learn how to control your dreams whenever you sleep. So maybe you can start learning how to like astral travel, whatever. And I'm telling you, the possibilities are in this for you, little one. In this. Oh, this is the first time I've ever gotten this interpretation from this card. Definitely, once you reach this point, once you perfect this part of like the dreaming and you can definitely start selling your services to people. People will give you money. Oh my gosh, you are going to be successful. You are going to be abundant. The people are going to want you to fix their problems. People are going to want their advice from you. Like, people are just going to go to you. It's funny because this is all spiritual. I have yet to get a gift of yours. So whenever I think of a gift, I think of like either you were blessed by your ancestors with a certain gift, or like reality. It's more like reality based. So you were gifted with money. You know, you were gifted with a good family. You were gifted. Or it could also go another way where like you're gifted with attracting people, you're gifted with attracting opportunities through your voice, gifted at persuading people, you're gifted at creating things like. But for you, I'm not getting anything in the reality. I'm getting everything just spiritually. So this is just such a positive reading, but because I could picture this pile already planning to spiritually improve and to start making a business out of it, and you are gonna be successful. Again, so these cards are in the future. I always get future cards. I don't know why, but so yeah. you're gonna start making money off of doing whatever you're doing, and or whatever you choose to focus on in your spiritual practice. And over here, this I'm getting with these two cards, especially indicating that over here it's like, as the King of Cups, you were like solo. You know, you were testing things out in the water. You weren't able to have this like vehicle. Now that you're able to, now that you have all this money, and now that you're attracting other people too that want to learn from you, you're going to be constantly setting up others who are, of course, good intentions and good hearts with, you know, a better standing than what you had. You had to start from the bottom. You truly did. You had to float. Didn't even know what you were doing, you know, sometimes. And over here, they can at least have like a little vehicle, and they can have you in their ear telling them what to do. Easy, making the process faster. Seeing their potential already from the start. Yeah, oh gosh. You are blessed. You are blessed with spiritual ability. Oh, just thank you so much for thank you so much for clicking on this pile, because I wouldn't have read this if you didn't click on it. Thank you so much for having me read your energy and having me access it. And I hope you guys, please like, dislike, comment, subscribe. And I hope you guys have a great day and night. Bye. Hello to those who chose the last pile 6. Honestly, I was getting very overwhelmed in your reading, like the energy. So I'm very interested to see what kind of spiritual potential you have. This is the Two of Swords. You have the ability to, like, your talent is to, you can hypnotize people. Like, for sure. Oh my gosh, they just had to look at your eyes. If you were to try little hypnosis techniques on people, it would, I feel like the person, if you don't have a partner already that you don't feel this way with, or if you don't have one in general and you're single, a way you're gonna know that they're like the one is that they're gonna treat you like a regular person. Because I feel like every single person that you interact with, you don't even have to be like a pretty person, you don't have to be hot. It's like your eyes, like people just give you, people just treat you differently. Like they're kind of in awe of you. And whoever your significant other is gonna be, isn't gonna do that with you. They're just gonna be like, oh hey. But I feel like the average person either wouldn't want to talk to you because they're intimidated by you, because you're so like magnetic. Like you seem like so intense. That's why your energy is so freaking intense. Like what? And I feel like only your immediate family can be able to tolerate this. Because with me looking at you, it's just so taxing. It's so tiresome. I feel like if you work around people, it just, I think you're meant to work alone, or in like a little cubicle by yourself or something. Like you need to close yourself off, because your energy to the average person is like, it's too much, it's too intense. Like, and there's something bad about that. It's just you're just on another level, okay? And I feel like only immediate family or the only people that can tolerate it or match it. Yeah, you see, I'm seeing song over here, but over here I was getting a song. I don't even know what it's called. This like feels like a camp rock song, but I was getting super happy and joyous singing, and everyone sings happy and joyously whenever they're around you. I'm not saying literally, but whenever they're around you, they just want to be happy and joyous because they want to match your energy. Because I feel like it's hard to interpret your intense energy. Like really, it's hard to interpret whether it's bad or good. So it's like, well, since everyone wants to be like them, why not dance and sing and be positive, you know, so that way I can get their attention, or I can match their energy. Is that how I'm gonna match their energy? You could, this pile, you can be an artist. All eyes are on you for sure. I don't know how you feel about that, about people's eyes being on you. because with the way that the expression card, with the few words I got, you coming out of your hole a few times and then everyone sees you, then everyone acts like that, and then you go back in your hole. So that's why I thought you were like some type of celebrity or artist. Man, you really got that fucking, sorry if I cussed, that you got that quality to make it big. Like, even though everyone wants your attention, I feel like for the most part, you come off as someone who treats their job as a business, or just wants to get everything over with, but not in a bad way. It's like you're going to complete your mission or your goal or your job as quick as possible, as efficiently as possible, and then you leave. You know, there's no interpersonal mingling. So I guess you don't like the attention. I don't know, I feel like this is just about work and how everyone views you in general. Literally how everyone views you. And some of you guys could be surgeons or doctors. Okay, yeah, okay. So this is the first time I've ever noticed, but in this ace card, I was noticing this man is carrying that cute little thing. And then I was like, that I've looked at that card so many times and I never noticed that, and it's like it's watching them. And I'm getting that this character is you, and this character is you, this character is you, and this character is you. No, sorry. This character is you, and this character is like you're stopping off at a station and you need to get something fixed, and then you fly off and then you come back whenever you need to be fixed. Did you like make a deal with like a spirit for your success? I was gonna say like the devil, but I don't want to be dramatic, because to be frank, whenever I look at this card, even though it has a pitchfork, and I'm pretty sure this is the devil card here, let me check real quick. Yeah, it's a devil card. And even though this is, I'm not getting any malicious energies from this. If anything, I feel like the eyes are kind of like friendly, and especially with the description, it's like they want to tell you more. Like they want to tell you more. They want to let you in on more information, but I feel like you're too scared to let them in on the information. So that's what I meant by like pit stop, I think. So once in a while, you communicate with the spirit, whatever the spirit is, and they want to tell you the full truth or like the full story, but you only want it in bits and pieces. If this is in matters of like spiritual upgrade, you're too scared for the spiritual upgrade, honestly, and they recognize that. Like you're too scared for the truth or something. But he's like in a position where it's like, okay, I'll let you do your thing. But I could picture this type of spirit like striking, you know, like making it hit you all at once. So I'm just warning you about that. If you're just scared about the spiritual awakening, if you're too scared to find out the truth about something, and if you truly did make a deal with the spirit, I feel like you're paying it back in bits and pieces, but it's not enough. And you know it's not enough, but you assume that what you're giving is enough. But little do you know, if you don't, I'm just warning you, if you don't give it the proper amount of like the payment or whatever, if you don't give it within a short amount of time, or if you don't start giving it in increments, like bigger portions or something, I don't know, or it's gonna strike all at you. Like this is all at once, this energy is all at once, so it's all gonna be bad. Like your life is gonna tear apart. So with that being said, yes, you do have this strong energy about you, and it's very intense, all this stuff. But now that I think about it, I don't think it was like homegrown. Like I don't think that this is innate in you. Because look, these are the red energies around you, and this is the red energy. This is truly where it stems from. Like people can handle this, imagine this. And I feel like the way people look at you and the way that the intensity, you feel this way about this creature or whatever that you're interacting with. And this is only for those that can't even have the ability to interact with creatures, by the way, or interact with spirits and stuff. Okay. And I feel like you're too, the way people, the way people look at you and feel intense, it's the same way over here. Like, it's quadruple 100 times even what people even feel towards you. And you're low-key scared of them, but you're not like scared that they're gonna hurt you. You're just, I don't know, whatever is tailored to your situation. And this is a warning, if you did make a deal with the devil or a bad deal. And I feel like you have this energy and this intensity about you is exacerbated very much because you're interacting with the spirit like this. This is what I meant by it wasn't innate. Because I feel like innate, you would be a normal, high vibrational being, but you have their sent to you or something like that. But I can't confirm or deny if you can even contact spirits, or even if you are able to have that, if you're able to even access that threshold of contacting people other than your ancestors. Anyone can contact their ancestors, but other than that, or like people close to them, or like friends, other than that, like calling upon like different spirits and stuff, that's like another realm on its own. And if you do have that ability, I was talking to you, okay? I know this is about gifts and talents. I'm just saying what I'm even interpreting at all. So over here was how people see you, right? They kind of see you impatient. You just want to get in and out. But I feel like in reality, there's something that's stressing you out. It could be this. Even if it's not a spirit, it could be an actual person, but this person's watching over you. The spirit is watching you. And I don't think that you're aware that they're watching you and that they'll even strike at you because you made a deal with them. Oh, honestly, it's stressing you out. You're stressed out. You want to get it over with. You want to get everything over with. It's the same thing over here, but over here, this is about like speeding up the process. You want to speed up something. You're trying to speed up, like you can't speed up because you've tried to and you can't. Could be you want to speed up a spiritual growth. I don't know. This could be, or if you made a deal with the devil, or a deal with like any spirit or whatever, you asked if you could be blessed with connections, just industry connections coming to you or something. You're not getting it. Like, you're not getting what you asked for, or you're getting it and it's not enough, or I don't know. You're not satisfied with whatever the outcome of the deal has been, but it's because you haven't been giving enough to this spirit or whatever this entity is, this person is. Yeah, look, this is a deal. Okay, the Two of Swords in this deck represents a deal. And especially with this card, I'm getting him slowly walking up to it, and it's like, okay, I'm warning you. Like, each time she stomps is each time this person is walking closer and closer to this cup of rainbow, and just as soon as he reaches it, he's gonna smash it. I think this is a warning for you. This is supposed to be about your natural talents and gifts. You know what? I can't extrapolate your talents and gifts from your freaking reading. I'm so sorry. I meant to give you this message. These are your talents and gifts. Like, this is your natural gift. You know how to hone a quality and use it to its advantage. You definitely do. I feel like even if you don't have the natural ability of like your intense energy and stuff, you can ask for it, which is what you did, or you use what you got, and you were smart in how you strategize how to use it. And in this case, whatever deal this is, you're meant to learn a lesson from it, because you need to be more grateful with what you get out of it. And you can't expect to have an equal give to be giving little and expect a lot, or something, or be more specific in your dealings in the spiritual realm or in person, because I'm letting you know this is going to smash. This is going to smash because you're being ungrateful. Like, you have all this attention on you. I don't even think you realize that whatever your wish was is manifesting in real life. Like if it's spiritual awakening, even if it's money, it so many opportunities have presented itself to you and you haven't taken them. This is an even deal. So I know Two of Swords usually represents, like, I'm sure in this deck it's supposed to represent, I don't know, like backstab. I'm not even getting that. I'm getting, you got what you deserved, son. The few people it's going to resonate with, I hope this resonates for you. You can give a thumbs down if you didn't like this at all and pick another pile. Please like, dislike, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys have a great day and night. Bye.